Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Xochitl. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with all of my videos. Today, I wanted to do one of my favorite videos, my favorites for the month of January, sharing with you guys what products I have been loving, obsessing over. I've definitely been doing a lot of reviews and demos of the newest drugstore releases and been playing with some other makeup products myself. So if you guys want to see what have been my favorites, my obsessions for the month, and just keep on watching. First and foremost, I want to talk about the foundation that I'm wearing, and it is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy foundation. I have been loving this. A couple of years ago, I had tried the Wet n Wild, the regular, just original Photo Focus foundation. Looks just like this. It was just kind of regular. It's more of a semi-matte foundation, and I actually still really liked it, even given that I tried it in the wintertime. But Wet n Wild is catering to us more dry skin girls, or those of us who prefer a more dewy finish. I love this foundation. I have been finding myself picking it up more and more. The best part is that it's so affordable. It's like maybe $6. You can probably get it for like $5 or cheaper if you go to Walmart or Target. It does have kind of like a paddle form a brush where you just kind of put it on your face and blend out. So, you know, for sanitary reasons, if you're super duper sanitary, you might not like that. I don't really care. The one thing about it, I would say, it does have a strong smell right off the bat. So if you're sensitive to smells, that could definitely be something that you might not like. I don't mind it because it's so great. And after I kind of apply it to my face, I really don't notice. It's just definitely rough in the beginning. But if you have been on the hunt for a super dewy foundation, I think you're really gonna love this. This is different from like the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy Foundation. In case you guys are curious, I would say this definitely has just a little bit more coverage with one layer as opposed to the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy. So I feel like that would be a way to kind of differentiate them a little bit. So if you want a little bit more coverage off the bat, a little bit more fuller coverage, ooh, check out the Wet n Wild one. I have mine in the shade Soft Beige. I love it so much. If you want something dewy, you want your skin to really, really glow. This isn't a subtle glow. This is like, yes, girl, we are dewy glow in the wintertime. Check it out. The next two complexion products that I have been loving, been wearing them since I got them, wearing them today also, is the e.l.f. Hydrating 16-Hour Camo Concealer. So I believe it was last year, e.l.f. came out with the regular just 16-Hour Camo. Really great coverage, a nice medium coverage, very matte though. This, I feel the hydration. I feel like I've been leaning more towards a hydrating concealer, especially in the wintertime. Totally makes a difference. So this combined with like my dewy foundation is perfection. I like using two colors just because I'm extra like that. So I like going in with medium sand just right on my dark circles to kind of cover that a little bit. It's closest to my skin tone, and then a little bit of medium beige just to kind of highlight around the face. But I love these. They're only $6, and the fact that I'm using two, I don't feel too guilty about it because it's still like only $12. Still cheaper than some other drugstore concealers to begin with. So I love e.l.f. prices. I love their products. Their formulas I think are great. And now there's something for people who prefer something a little bit more hydrating. But if you want something more matte, they also have a matte option. I will list below my review and demo of the e.l.f. products as well as the Wet n Wild ones. But I did mention on there that the colors so far that I've tried for the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer are not the same as the regular Camo Concealer. Like, they're the same name, but there's definitely a difference, so keep that in mind. I wanted to give an extra shout out. I've mentioned this before in my favorites, but I've just come to love it more as I've been doing more primer, like reviews, testing out different primers. So I tried the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer because I have the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is the one that I want to give a shout out to. Like, I'm gonna need a new one soon. I'm debating, do I just want to use up the rest of that Luminous one that I have or buy another poreless putty one, because just side-by-side comparisons, I feel like the poreless putty one, even for dry skin, it just still gives me, if it's a luminous foundation, it doesn't take away from that, but it really covers and just kind of fills in those pores, whereas the luminous one, I feel like it didn't enhance any luminosity. It didn't, you know, look more luminous on that side than the poreless putty side. I feel like poreless putty, if anything, looked a little more luminous, but The poreless putty just covers, really fills in those pores so well. So if you've been debating it, if you can get your hands, $8 for an amazing primer. Like, I really haven't been using anything else. Maybe I'll use the luminous one. Like, they're both good. I just feel like the poreless putty still, just by a hair, just by a little bit, is just that much better. So if you see me using the luminous one, I think it's still fine, but I think I just wanted to give an extra shout out to that e.l.f. original poreless putty primer. e.l.f. also came out with a matte one, so if you guys are interested, I of course probably am not going to do that because no way do I ever want a matte foundation, especially in the winter time. Like, that would just not be good. The next kind of product, multi-products that I have been loving is I did a Colourpop build your own palette, and I did a tutorial using it. I did a haul video if you guys want to see like all the colors that I got, and I got to use this on camera more. I know there have been some other palettes I had to play with, got to share my time accordingly, but basically I was able to pick and choose. This is a 12 pan eyeshadow palette. They have a 24 pan eyeshadow palette, so it comes with the palettes and with the eyeshadows for about like $23-24, so that's like less than $2 for an eyeshadow and the palette. You kind of get that all together. So I think the quality is just amazing of the Colourpop eyeshadow palettes, and especially if you're eyeing their palettes but you don't really see something you really like, create your own. And I'm just excited to kind of build off of this palette and add 12 more shades, because of course I'm gonna need it, I'm gonna want it. But I just like the concept of the Colourpop build your own palette, because you can totally like build a specific palette to a person who's been wanting an eyeshadow palette. They don't know what colors to get, they kind of want everyday colors, maybe they want something funkier, so you can kind of customize it for someone special or for yourself. Treat yourself. But I think it's just a fun way to kind of mix it up with makeup and really just create palettes that you're gonna love and you're going to use. So I'll link down below those videos so you guys can check out swatches of the colors. And I know I gotta do some more videos with these. The next product that I wanted to mention, so I reviewed a bunch of Milani, their newest launches for 2020, and they still have some more coming, so I have to do a part 2 as soon as those all launch. I think they're doing like a cream to powder foundation. They have a couple of lip pencils. They have a new brow pencil. I have an eyeshadow palette that I have not played with because I'm kind of waiting to kind of do those first impressions with that. But in my latest video, gonna link that down below as well. Check the description bar for all my latest videos if you missed them on the newest drugstore releases. But if you've been following me, especially here on Instagram, I was loving this Milani Duo highlighter. I have mine in the shade Spark Plug. It's what I've got on my face today. It's kind of got a hint of that like rose goldiness to it. They have so many other colors. I feel like I want to check out more of their colors, but they have like 2 options, kind of like a what do you call it, like a more subtle highlight, and then something just way more intense. But they're both so beautiful. Like, I was shocked by this highlight. I was like, whoa, a little bit goes a long way. They're so creamy. They like just sit on the skin really nicely. They kind of give you a nice little wet effect, so it doesn't look like chunks of glitter on your face. I love the formula. I think both of them are amazing. You can use one, you can use the other, or you can kind of use them both mixed together and really enhance that glow, because of course, if you're in it to win it, so might as well use both. But I love this shade. I feel like especially for like more medium tan, deeper skin tones are gonna love this. I think if you're maybe a little bit lighter than me, then this might be not the right highlight for you, but don't you worry. Milani came out with some other colors, which is always great. I love that they do that, because not every highlight is one size fits all. So I definitely still want to venture off and see what other shades they have that might float my boat a little bit, that I might be interested in. But I'm still using this one. I love it. If you guys have not tried this, you totally need to. And I think in my second haul of the newest Milani products, the other highlight, because they couldn't just come out with just one, the other highlight that I need to pick up is their like baked highlight. It's a single one, so I'll do a comparison for sure, let you know which one I think you guys should get, or maybe we should just get them both. I don't know, why not? I have a lot of lipsticks. to talk about. I love me some lipsticks. But the first lip product that I wanted to talk about that I've been loving is the Pat McGrath. I can't remember if I mentioned this in my December favorites. I don't know if I did a December favorites. I don't think so. I can't remember. But if not, it's still going strong. So this is the Pat McGrath. This is their Ultra Lip Pencil in the shade Contour. And I don't know. I feel like you maybe wouldn't think too much of this color. Like, it's not too dark. It's not too light. It's like just perfect. It's like a nice natural contour. I think this is especially great if you love nude lips, but I feel like especially with nude lips, it's really important to have a good lip liner. Even if it's like close to kind of that color, I think it just makes a difference in defining your lips, no matter like how pigmented that nude is. And this is just like that perfect nude lip liner to do just that. It can really just define your lips. It can enhance them. You can make them, you can kind of play around with it and contour, make them look a little bit bigger and just kind of give it some more dimension. I love the creaminess of it, but I also wanted to mention it did come with a sharpener. Like, Pat McGrath products are definitely on the more expensive side. Luckily, I scored this for free. But it did come with the sharpener, and I just wanted to say I'm actually very happy with the sharpener. If you have been on the hunt for a good like lip pencil or eye pencil sharpener, you know not every sharpener is a good sharpener. This one though, this one's great. I feel like the sharpeners I have, I just kind of sharpen and it just breaks my pencil immediately. So I was like, hey, 2-in-1, might as well. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to their lip pencil sharpener as well, because nothing has sharpened my lip pencils like this. The next products, lip products I have been loving. You know I love me a good bold lip. I just did a survey on my Instagram, so in case you guys missed it, you can comment down below. I was like, all right, if you had to choose team colorful lipstick or team colorful eyeshadow, it's definitely still neck and neck on my Instagram right now. They're close. They're close. I am totally team colorful lipstick. I love a bright, bold lip. I'd rather do just the simplest thing, bare minimum on my eyes, just a little bit of contour like we have today, just a bold lip. But some people would prefer, you know, colorful eyeshadow, you know, go all out, sparkles, glitters, and maybe, you know, maybe a nude lip or maybe just a little hint of color, or you want to go bold too. But let me know, are you team colorful lipstick or team eyeshadow if you had to choose between one? But because I'm team colorful lipstick, luckily I found Colourpop, and I can find some $6 lippy sticks, $7 liquid lipsticks, and we got a couple favorites for you. A part of my haul I have been loving, I feel like, let's start off with the lippy sticks. I have just fallen back in love with the Colourpop lippy sticks. I feel like I've kind of neglected them just a little bit, just because their liquid lipsticks are also amazing. Like, I just love pigmentation, but I mean, we just gotta go back, you know, to the roots, to where we started, to where Colourpop started with their lippy sticks. And actually, I feel like the Colourpop, their lippy sticks, I did a swatch video, and I feel like that video just kind of, you know, brought me up here in the ranks in YouTube a little bit. Still so many views going. So bad if I look at it now. My lighting was, you know, could be better. But, you know, I feel like that's what I'm going to say about this video in a couple of years. But I just, the creaminess of them, the pigmentation of them, $6. The shade that I'm wearing today, love it. Ziggy. I feel like the fact that they're so inexpensive, it's just a great way to kind of experiment with different colors and really just kind of see, like, I feel like I've never would have leaned towards like this like burnt orange brown type of lip shade, but Ziggy, I knew I had to have it. They have this one also and a couple of them in Ulta store, so I know Ziggy for sure. I swatch it, it's like, need it. Then the next one, and I'll swatch it for you guys, is Capiche. Ooh, I fell in love with Capiche. I wore it. Oh my god, I wore it in one of my latest videos. So that's Capiche, and I'll swatch Ziggy right next to it. But they're so creamy, they're so pigmented. Capiche is a matte X color, and oh, so is Ziggy. Actually, all of these are. I didn't even realize. So they're supposed to be matte, but I would say they're definitely not like a matte where it stays on your lips all day. It's not a kiss proof matte, definitely not. So that's Ziggy. And for sure, if you're eating, I wore Ziggy and I was eating like one of those huge burgers and I'm getting it all over my chin, so just be careful of that. I would say the liquid lipsticks do a better job of kind of like staying power. Oh, the next one is a Matte X in the shade Runway. Bright, beautiful pink. Oh my god. If you want a bright pink, I just posted a picture of me on Instagram. Make sure you're following me on there if you want to see all my bright lipsticks. But yes, like it just, like if I could get, because Colourpop, they have basically all of their lippy sticks. I think it's like 100 lippy sticks you can buy in like a bundle. I don't know if it's 50 or 100. I don't know. I think the total was like $100 or something. But all of their lippy sticks, every single color, if you wanted to buy, believe me, last time I was doing my Colourpop haul, I wanted to. I was like, oh, should I just do it and buy them all? And it was like $100. And I think I had like 25% off too. So that wouldn't have been bad. But of course, it was sold out. I believe it was like right before the holidays or something too. So it's like, oh, that's a great gift. But imagine all the lippy sticks colors. Plus, oh my God, imagine having all of the liquid lipstick colors. Like, I'm like drooling like right now, like, ugh, like just thinking about it. Like that is so many lipsticks. Like, would you need another lipstick? Me, maybe, because that's just me, because I'm just a little bit crazy like that. But I feel like you would be set. They have so many colors, they have so many formulas. So the other ones are, this is their ultra matte lipsticks. Yeah, I also love their ultra matte lipsticks. Can you tell which colors I'm leaning for? So the other one I picked up was Love Bug, and I'll swatch that right underneath Ziggy just so you can kind of see the difference. Just a little bit deeper. Ziggy definitely has some more orange in there, and that's a Love Bug. Both beautiful colors. Once again, only like $6 or $7, so you can really just be like, all right, I loved it, maybe I didn't, maybe let me mix it. And this one is Fuego. Fuego is fire, which is what it stands for. Fuego. Most beautiful nude ever. You need it in your life. If you have not gotten Fuego, you need this in your collection. I feel like all skin types can wear this, you know, with a lip liner if you want, without a lip liner. I actually specifically like to pair Fuego and some other like brown lipsticks with my other favorite, Colourpop's Lippy Pencil. Love these as well. This one is in the shade BFF3, so it's just like a brown one. And just to kind of give my lips a definition, but I have been loving all of these colors. But Fuego specifically, and if you feel like it's too dark, I would just go in with another Colourpop liquid lipstick in the center and kind of, you know, add some dimension like that. So those are just some of my favorite Colourpop lippy sticks and ultra matte lipsticks. They're liquid lipsticks. They also have, I love their ultra satin formula. They've got so many. They have their like a blurred lip ones. I'm like, no, go big or go home. Pigmentation central is what I'm all about. So I love these, but I still feel like I need more. You know, I need some more options, and Colourpop has that. So if you guys have not tried out Colourpop lipsticks, you can legit get 10 lipsticks and only pay $60. That's amazing. Not even drugstore these days. Sometimes they're like $10 each. But in general, even compared to like some high-end lipsticks with that pigmentation and a great formula, you know, like where you're paying maybe close to $20, $18 for lipsticks. For 10 of those, that's like $180. Like, you're saving, you know, a lot of money. Over $100 if you just shop Colourpop. Just saying. But if you haven't had Colourpop, you totally need it in your life. So those are my favorite products for the month of January. I hope you guys have been enjoying my latest reviews and demos of the newest drugstore affordable makeup products coming out in January. I've had so much makeup to play with. Super excited for what's to come, but I'm gonna try to chill a little bit and enjoy what I have and really try to come up with some more tutorials for you guys, especially using my Colourpop Build Your Own palette, because I feel like that can go 100 different ways. Couple of different combos there for you guys, as well as I did pick up that Jelly Much. I haven't been able to play with that eyeshadow, that single shadow. And then I also just bought the Anastasia Beverly Hills AMREZY palette. So many options. So what would you guys like to see next? A tutorial using the AMREZY palette or a tutorial using my Colourpop Build Your Own palette? Let me know. Also, probably be coming out some photos with the lippy sticks just so you guys can maybe see and try to add to your cart, add to your collection. But let me know if there's some Colourpop lipsticks that you have not seen me use here on my channel that you think I need in my life. Let's enable each other, please and thank you. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time.